This steam locomotive is what most steam locomotives look like. It has a single set of drivers. Those big wheels in the center are called the drivers. The drivers move the locomotive and pull the train. For more pulling power, some bigger locomotives have two sets of drivers. We call these types of locomotives articulated. And this is the 28882 triplex. The triplex is the only locomotive ever built with three sets of drivers. Two sets of drivers are under the locomotive, like on the articulated engines, and the third set is under the tender. And what's even more amazing is the tender has a smokestack. When I was a kid, I called the tender the coal car. It wasn't until I was about 10 that I learned real railroaders call the coal car the tender. The tender's job is to carry the coal that the fireman shovels into the engine's boiler, to keep the fire hot, to heat the water that creates the steam that powers the driver wheels that makes the locomotive roll down the track. So the triplex tender is the only tender with a set of drive rods, drive wheels, and a smokestack. You might say the triplex needs a tender for its tender. The Virginian Railroad needed a locomotive powerful enough to haul 2,500 tons of loaded rolling stock through tunnels and up steep inclines. Lashing up 3 steam locomotives could do the job, but it was not easy. 3 engineers on 3 different steam locomotives had to make sure they were all going the same speed. That's when the idea of the triplex was born. A triplex with 3 sets of drivers could do the work of 3 separate locomotives and could be run by 1 engineer. Like many ideas, it looked good on paper, but it didn't work out very well in real life. The triplex was supposed to be able to haul 50 50-ton coal cars, but that never happened. The triplex had 3 sets of drivers, but only 1 boiler, and that boiler couldn't provide enough steam for the big engine to pull that many cars, and it couldn't go over 5 miles per hour. So the triplex was a flop, but it sure is fun to watch.